Hello there guys, this is Solid Shepard bringing you another video. And it's about that time again. Madden season is upon us once again. With the game coming out on August 15th, I felt like it was important to make this video for anyone who's willing to listen. Madden is not only not a good game, but a scam. Of course, everyone knows about the simple copy-paste elements from year to year. People found with assets in practice mode and in the stadiums and such. But they've blatantly been taking away features just so they could add them back years later and claim it's new, so they don't have to actually come up with anything new year to year. They are basically creatively bankrupt. This has been an issue ever since the PlayStation 2 days. I urge you to go back and play Madden 07, for example, on the PlayStation 2, and see for yourself just how bare bones modern Madden really is. Just imagine a remake of Madden 07. All the same features and modes, just with modern graphics and rosters. That game, and this year's Madden, would not even be in the same universe. Let's go over every new feature in this year's Madden, shall we? Well, field sense seems to be a big talking point. The biggest supposed addition seems to be a type of precision passing. Problem is, Madden 07 had a form of this already. You could use the analog stick to decide where you were going to place the ball on the receiver. And you also had a QB vision reticle that basically simulated going through reads in real time. And if you threw to someone who was outside of that reticle, then your accuracy would go down, and if you would throw it, then it would be higher if it was inside of it. All that was just cut to be added back years later as a new feature. Is it slightly different than what they added back in this year? Sure, but it's basically the same concept. As far as franchise mode goes, the mode that made Madden what it is today, they have still barely touched it. They've updated how free agency works, but back in Madden 07, most of what they are quote-unquote adding was already there. Players had things they wanted from their new team, which impacted their interest. If you wanted to sign someone who wanted to be on a winning team with a good franchise tradition and culture, but you were, say, the Lions or the Texans, 2006 variants, mind you, that's when the game came out, you would have to shell out a lot of cap space and funds to sign them over teams like, let's say, the Packers or the Steelers, once again, the 06 variants, because that's when the game came out. Sure sounds familiar, doesn't it? Pretty sure EA is selling that to you as not only a new feature this year, but the new feature this year for Madden's franchise mode. It's basically their only selling point. They're still not updating presentation at all, which is the most important thing, because the whole point of franchise mode is to be immersed in the prospect of running an NFL franchise. You need things to immerse you in that. ESPN 2K5 came out in 2004. And it had halftime shows and a weekly Sports Center show covering the league. Madden 05 to 07 had the Tony Bruno radio show that covered the league.
Live from Silicon Valley, it's time for the EA Radio Show with host Tony Bruno. EA Sports presents the question of the day. There are lots of terms in football, of course, that sound a little funny. One of them is waggle. Give me the definition of a waggle. Let's take a call for the question about a waggle. What is it?
Tony, is that when the quarterback changes a play before the center hikes it?
That's not the definition of a waggle. You're thinking of an audible. Okay, on the phone with us right now, a very talented shutdown corner. He was the 11th overall pick in the 2003 draft. It's Marcus Trufant. Hey, Marcus, thanks for joining us here on EA Sports Radio.
Yeah, Tony, thanks for having me, man.
All right, Marcus, I know it's early in the season, but how important is it to get off to a good start?
I think it's very important to get off to a good start early in the season. You know, you want to have early momentum. Anytime you can start off good, but anything you do, you know, you can kind of use that to push or carry you along if things ain't going so well at certain points. But if you start off good, you could always, you know, just use that and send us an extra push.
We've got an update out of Buffalo. Troy Vincent has reached an impressive milestone in his illustrious career. He just got his 50th interception in last week's game. For those of you who are slightly, or how should I say this, stat challenged, this is a big number for a safety, okay? It's a big number for any defensive player, really. Let's put it into perspective. A guy would have to average 5 interceptions over 10 seasons. 5 picks for a safety in a season is a lot. Most free safeties get between 1 and 4 a year. To get 50 takes a lot of playing time and some very keen ability of being around the center of the action. This is one special player. All right, it's time to see what our listeners think about this.
Tony, what up, man? No question. This is one of the best free safeties ever. He matches up really well in man coverage, and he has the ability to catch the ball. Now, not many safeties are great with their hands. They'll knock the ball away or whatever. But I've seen this guy make some great catches. It's like he's been a receiver trapped in a free safety's body. But you've got to have more than just sticky hands to get 50 interceptions, you know? You got to have instincts, and his instincts are there, man. I'm telling you. He totally and completely knows what's going on all the time, and his range ain't bad either. So with all those things going from, wow, I mean, that's the total package. Peace out, man.
Okay, nice job. Hey, I appreciate the call. You know me, sports fans. I'll be the first one tuning in for a toilet bowl game between 2 winless teams. But this week has one of those games that I can really get excited about. The Titans had a great week of practice, and they're confident they can go on the road and knock off the Colts. That's it for this Week 5 go-round. We hope you listen in next time as we talk about the goings-on around the league.
And also had weekly local and national newspapers with stories covering you and the league. It was always super fun trying to see if you could get your team on the front page headline of the national paper. You also had text messages from players, coaches, and owners. Not only that, but the My Player mode was far better. You received those text messages, but you also got some from your mom, agent, mentor, etc. You could go to a tattoo parlor, barbershop, the agent's office, and there was also a performance institute available for those who had the better agents. You could sign on to star in commercials and movies, and there was even a little kind of mini game reading lines that you could actually do to kind of simulate doing that. And as your career progressed and you earned more money, you could see your living digs improved from like a basic little studio apartment to a full-on mansion. Madden 07 even had player morale, which would impact performance on game day. So no, that's not new to modern Madden either. Some big key features absent still in modern Madden that was there in 07 that I've not mentioned yet. Create a team, create a stadium, create a fan, create a playbook, dynamic attendance, and a lot more, but those are the major ones. EA also refuses to go away from the animation-based gameplay for a better physics-based one. So you will still have the issues of players just being sucked into tackle animations and such. And I know they are claiming they have fixed the defensive AI, but come on. They claim that every year. EA will not care to improve this game franchise and take it seriously and take any serious interest in developing anything other than the Madden Ultimate Team mode until they are hit hard where it hurts their wallets. Remember Battlefront 2? The players made them listen. Same company. Don't buy this game at full price just for a glorified roster update that they also plan on milking you dry with Madden Ultimate Team as well. It's disgusting on 2 levels. 1, they are selling you a full-priced game that just amounts to a free DLC in most games. And 2, after making you spend $70, they want to try and hook you into spending thousands more on their Madden Ultimate Team mode.
20 times most feared bundle costs $100, man. Oh my god. This should be illegal. I do not promote this at all, but hey.
I don't like your plan. It sucks.
Madden Ultimate Team would be scummy even as a free-to-play mobile game, with these practices that they use with it. But this isn't a $70 AAA game. It's not okay. It cannot be defended. Stand up for yourself. Do yourself a favor. Instead of buying Madden again for slightly better graphics, play a game that's far more in-depth, fun, and respects you. Play one of the 2 best football games of all time. Play ESPN 2K5 or Madden 07. Take a year off and send EA a message that we are not just cash cows. Don't buy Madden 23. You already have it. It's called Madden 22. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. As always, this has been Solid Shepard. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe for future content. And make sure you hit up that comment section. I'd like to know your thoughts on all of this. And if you want to support me directly, there will be a link to my Patreon pinned in the comment section below. And as always, this has been Solid Shepard. Until next time, I should go.